Oh, I don't think we should talk about this.
Come on, why not?
People might misunderstand.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
The people at home or in the crowd, it keeps coming up anyhow. Don't decoy, avoid, or make void the topic, cause that ain't gonna stop it. Now just talk about it.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that
I don't think we should talk about this.
Come on, why not?
People might misunderstand.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may.
Hey everybody, it's Kathy P. I'm redoing my intro because apparently the very beginning of the video didn't record it. Okay, so thanks everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Of course, stopped on the copyright disclaimer because we all know how they like to falsely strike channels. And this is just my opinion and covered under fair use. I'm sure by now everybody knows that both of Molly's channels have been taken down for terms of service violations. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. This video though is on none other than Bullhorn Betty. And it is just my opinions again. You know, I tried to edit all the background music and noise out. And I don't know what I was doing wrong in iMovies, but it wasn't taking it out. It was just taking all the audio out. I don't know. I couldn't get it to work. So I'm sure YouTube's going to copy claim this because of the music. So then I'll just let them take it out because I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, let's just get into this because Betty's a whole bunch today. She is feeling herself in Mar-a-Lago on the beach. So let's get to it.
Little babies and run and hide and then come out and act like they're so tough and stuff like that. And we just keep kind of smelling like a rose and showing how much of hypocrites they are there. No different than the position I'm dealing with why I'm out here in West Palm Beach right now. Same kind of nonsense I'm dealing with.
Betty, who's the one sitting on a beach, sitting here whining and complaining about people? Oh my God, this woman is for real, isn't she? Oh, she really is.
And why I'm out here.
Why are you out there?
Stomp them roaches.
Stomp the roaches, huh?
I don't even have to come, and I just want to make this a point. I don't even have to come on here and talk about true crime to get people to fill up this room. I don't even have to talk about other people. I can just be out here.
Betty, that's exactly what you're sitting here doing. You're talking about other people because you get the views that way. You're losing subs, Betty. People are fed up. People are seeing it. Even the hate watchers have had enough. I mean, you lost 100 subs the other day on one video, dude. That's a lot. But anyway, that's how you get the views, because your true crime don't bring you the views. Your views are way down. Betty, you do nothing but drama with a little tiny bit of true crime, you know? So, yeah. Oh, my little one. Okay, Betty.
Enjoying myself on a beautiful day on Sunday, and I still can manage to get almost 300 people. What are we at? Sorry, 267. Wouldn't want them to say I lied, right? Wouldn't want to say I lied. So hit that thumbs up for Bullhorn Betty while we're out here advocating for the rights of Manatee County, right? They try to say, oh yeah, she said she worked for Manatee County. So sue me. Come get me arrested. Come get me arrested.
Okay, sorry guys, but my little one wanted me. Betty, we don't have to get you arrested. You do a mighty fine job of that all on your own. Wasn't that you that got a DUI? Wasn't that you that got arrested half naked? You know, no pants on, drugs? I don't know, I'm just saying. I mean, you unfortunately, it's all out here because of you and your behavior. But Betty, we don't need to do none of that. You don't work for the county, never did. I don't think they'd ever hire you. But, you know, you talk about people going out there and getting real jobs. You should take your own advice, Betty. Because everything you've sat here and said today has been nothing but you self-reflecting about what you've done and do. Just my opinion, but You know, I've seen you say it yourself, but okay.
Oh, those little crybabies. Those little crybabies.
Little crybabies.
And then I also started seeing
You're
that
the only
some
one
of ours,
whining.
you guys need to start being careful and watching these chat rooms.
called trolls,
They're starting
Betty.
to pull that dirty garbage, that dirty white trash, low life garbage in their chats where they're mimicking some of our people. Stop. Enjoy your day. Have fun. Absolutely. And guys, don't worry about blocking or hiding these.
Okay, your own chat's telling you to stop. Stop it, Betty. And instead, you're taking it as encouragement and you're tripling down. You're the only one sitting there whining, Betty. No one else. You know, all you're doing is insulting people, which is all you do. Miss, you're very much the drama channel, Betty. Very much. Miss, wow. Let's just say you're the unlawful citizen, Betty. Unlawful Betty. Petty Betty.
People, we're trying to do some pest control up in here. You see somebody being disrespectful, block them.
Oh, dear.
Block them,
Betty,
right? I mean,
you
if we're just
block
in it for
anybody
clicking a
that
view and
asks you a
sub,
question.
It's kind of funny. Let's block them so they can't sub.
It's Betty.
Let's block them so they can't sub.
You need subs. You know you're not meaning that. You need subs. Anyway, we all do. All us creators do. Listen. You block people because they ask you a question and you don't like it. I don't know why people go back to your chat, the way you talk to people. It's mind-boggling. But you know, that is just my opinion.
Yes, they do, Betty.
Oh, dear
And
Lord.
I'm in them. Yep. They've been mimicking people because they're just gross.
It's
They've
called
got no
trolls,
life.
Betty.
All they are is nasty people.
It's called trolls. Yeah, Betty. Yeah, you know.
We've got Gums that we now found out truly is on disability. She's telling the federal government she can't work, but she sure looks like she's working, doesn't she? She does sure look like she's working. It looks like she's able to do a massive amount of work. Why can't she do that in an office, making money?
Why can't you?
Why is she sucking federal funds from a government when she's clearly able to sit on a chat panel for 6 to 8 hours every single day working, right? Why is she on disability when she's a well-bodied individual and we've watched her work? We've literally watched her work for hours on end. Don't you think that's a little fraudulent? Isn't that what they can't stand JLR for doing, right? Fraud? And we got 2 people on that panel that is actively committing fraud right now, allegedly. We're getting to the bottom of that.
You can't go allegedly after saying active and saying they are.
Coming after us all.
Betty, number one, you can't go allegedly after saying they were, and you know it. Number one, okay, JLR is a scammer. He stole people's identities and ran up credit cards and credit bills. He's a scammer. He hurt people. Why do you people think that doesn't hurt anyone? It does. He's a creep, Betty. You yourself have sat, I have watched you out of your own mouth. And this was maybe, the last time I heard her say it, maybe 5-6 months ago. You yourself said you were on disability and you were getting $1,000 a month. But people started questioning that because of your YouTube income, which we all know you use your mom's name, Betty. You've said it yourself. You don't turn in your PayPals and Cash Apps, do you, Betty? Do you even claim it taxes, Betty? Do you claim any of this YouTube money? But you yourself, how dare you question anybody? It's not your business to look into. But you yourself have sat on your own high horse and said that you were disabled and collecting money for your disability. But yet you go traipsing all over the place. Yeah, okay, Betty. Why don't you go get a regular, real job, Betty, instead of scamming off your supporters? Because that's what you do. You scam them for your money. That's exactly what you do. And you know that people have said they turned you in for scam and disability. So You're exactly what you're sitting here saying, because according to your own words, which now you're switching it up because you have been reported, evidently, because of how you're switching it up. So now I do believe you were reported. And you were scamming the system. You were cheating. That's a criminal offense. You were doing yet another criminal thing, Betty, Miss Unlawful Citizen. So you need to stop with this ridiculousness. Because I had a clip of you saying that you were on disability. And now that you've actually been, which I know you said people have said they reported you, but evidently somebody did because of what you're saying now. And I think that's why you did your backup channel too, Betty. Yeah. That you're trying to get monetized. So you need to practice what you preach. And pick another day to do your self-reflection, because, man, God, you're telling on yourself, Betty.
One, we're going to take the high road and take the lawful road. But I also started seeing some posts coming out about wannabe.
You're going to take the high road and the lawful road, Miss Queen of the Unlawful Citizens.
Drug thug. Saw stuff coming out from wannabe drug thug.
Do you understand what wannabe means, Betty?
What did they say?
Clearly you don't. Clearly you don't.
I can't remember. I have to come back to that. I just
Google wannabe, Betty. Something. Google it.
Sunshine. Why not? Jean Beach is nice.
I cannot.
Yeah, well, Jean Beach doesn't have the view I have right across the water over here.
Of course, she's got to up one somebody up. You know, get up on somebody's view. She's got to do better. She's got a better view now.
Love you too. Love you too. Love you too. Just thought we'd make them, everybody thinks I'm so scared of all this stuff. I just don't like engaging in it. I really don't. I really don't like to engage in the drama, but they act like because I don't like to engage in the drama.
Oh my God, I just choked on my drink. Betty, you were all drama. All drama. Who's sitting on the beach for 2.5 hours ranting and raving and whining? Miss Unlawful Citizen.
They're attacking every single good creator out there with their nonsense and garbage and white trash BS or Indian BS. I'm not sure.
What?
It's a little combination of both, and I don't even know, because that Indian girl, or wannabe Indian.
You were such a racist.
I have part Cherokee in me. No, it's Apache. I got a part Apache in me.
Prove it.
And she acts like she's the only one. Why she's fooled? I don't think she is, because she can't prove receipts, and she keeps saying that I don't strike. No, I never said I don't strike. I will strike a legit channel. I'll have a legit strike.
You're lying, Betty. You were outright lying. I have seen you say it many times that you don't strike channels, but you do, and we've seen proof of it. And we've seen proof that your backup channel got a strike and a video taken down by YouTube, Betty. But, of course, your subs you lied to and spun it. Because had they enlarged those views, they'd have seen that you did get a strike, Betty. And they did take your video down. And you can't repost it, Betty. And we've also seen proof that you've struck other channels, Betty. And that YouTube has told you to knock it off with your false striking, because that's what they were, false strikes. That's what you do.
That I've false striked her. No, I haven't.
Yes, you have 3 times.
You refuse to allow the judge to be the definer of that. You want to be the definer of that by hiding your name and hiding your identity. So, no. And you can't show the receipts. I never said I don't strike. I absolutely do.
You're a liar. You have said it. And we have seen the receipts. And we also know you're lying. You did strike burnt toast 3 times, and you got told by YouTube to knock it off. And you lost all your strikes, Betty. You lied about winning this strike on your backup channel in less than 24 hours. You're full of shit. You didn't win nothing. You got the strike, and the video was taken down, and not by you, by YouTube.
Channels. I don't mass strike channels. That's what I
You're
said.
a
But,
liar.
you know, you got to get that the breadcrumbs out of your ears to understand what I said.
Nope.
You know, you should probably
No,
pay attention. Words
you need to go back and pay attention to what you say because you are lying.
matter. Words matter. Let me pull this down. Bullhorn Betty can go wherever she wants. I sure can. It's funny how that happens. I can say whatever I want to. Right? I'm not harassing. I don't go on these tirades. I don't
What?
take my First Amendment rights overboard. Right? I don't start using them to harass people, but I will correct people.
Wow. What the hell planet is this woman living on? Are you kidding? Are you freaking kidding me? Betty, you take the First Amendment rights beyond any boundary. You abuse the hell out of it. You harass people daily. You are such a liar. You do not have the right to dox people and the wrong people to boot. And instead of owning it, you triple down on it. You do not have the right to attack victims and their families like you do. That's what you don't have the right to do. You don't have the right to dox children, put children's pictures out. Or some deceased woman you know nothing about. My God.
I will correct people. Mama Llama, Vanilla Milkshake, the King.
Correct yourself, because you need a lot of it.
Oh, Lakota. Pebbles. So, how many people in here have, I should have some mods. I'd like them to be blocked as opposed to,
Of course you would.
I'd like them to be blocked as opposed to
Anybody that don't agree with you.
I digress. Whew. I might have to adjust my
You don't even know what that means.
my umbrella here in a little bit, trying to keep the sun out of my face. Aw. We got some cranky pants in here. That's offensive to cranky pants.
Betty is so
isn't it?
pressed that
Sorry,
she's sitting
cranky
on the
pants.
beach for 2.5 hours whining. But she
They're
don't
taking
do
your
that.
job.
She don't rant and
They're taking
rave.
your job. Just give them a Quaalude and send them to bed.
And there you have it. Was there not an issue with Quaaludes and Dolly and some woman? Wasn't there? Think back now, a couple months back. There you have it.
I'm logged onto my PC. Yeah, I know, cranky pants. I feel so sorry for you. That's an insult to you.
Oh my God.
The chic antique. Why is the chic antique being hidden? Usually she's pretty good up in here, unless she's doing
Betty is
something
so
bad
afraid
she
of
doesn't
people's
like me politically
comments.
now. Ooh. So anybody that doesn't understand who I am and what I'm about,
Oh, we know.
if you don't like it, unsubscribe. So this, I want to make sure that my chat really defines who we are here. And we advocate for children, and we advocate for injustice across this country.
Oh my God, Betty, you don't advocate for no children. You're a joke. You're really a joke. And don't be telling people not to subscribe, Betty, because you're losing subscribers and you need them. I mean, let's face it, we all need them on YouTube. I'm doing my damnedest to get to that 1K. But anyway, Betty, you don't advocate for nobody but Betty. Again, give me one child's name that you actually helped. Not harassed, helped.
And it doesn't matter if it's for a child or not, or if it's for a taxpayer or not. There's injustice of all kinds across this country.
You already know you're the queen
of
of injustice.
For injustice. So they even got upset that I was...
Betty, the biggest injustice going on right now on YouTube is allowing you tragedy pimps a platform. That's an injustice.
Posting our accomplishments last night at the fundraiser, complaining that I showed a advertised picture, one that had...
Okay, now remember in the beginning I told you that she was going to fluff talk about this ticket? She's going to do it a couple times in this video because Betty is so connected to this private schools charity event that she got the tickets all wrong. Got the prices wrong. Yeah, she's not connected. She see that there were some Trump supporters attached to that. That's what she's seen.
All approvals for being shared, disseminated, everything like that, we're hearing that they have a problem with that now. So even when you do it the right way, they still have a problem with it. And I kind of find it funny. So it's showing you they don't have a problem. They just have a problem with Bullhorn Betty. They're biased. They're biased. And they can't be me. They can't be me. I love making you guys
Oh my God, Betty. Oh my Lord. Betty, I don't ever want to be you. Trust and believe, I don't want to be you. I'm not jealous of you. I'm not threatened by you. Got it all wrong, dear. Got it all wrong.
here this morning. All you haters and cockroaches and jellyfish that are always up in my channel. Thanks for putting money in my pocket.
You're welcome.
Thanks for allowing my views to increase. Thank you for allowing my subs to increase. I really do appreciate all the love and support you're giving me. It's amazing.
But Betty, your subs aren't increasing. They're actually decreasing. Unless you're doing this petty drama, Betty, you don't get views either.
It's amazing. And look at all you guys in here.
I don't sub you, and I never will.
Not just my people. Oh, we almost got 400 people in here. We ain't even talking about true crime. And we ain't even talking about insulting people.
That's all you've done is insult people.
It's funny how that works out, isn't it? So what I did is because we did receive some contributions into the Cash App, Super Chat, and stuff like that for traveling expenses because they knew I was going to be going to search for Talon Mosley, and I was supposed to be out there yesterday to search for him, and of course we found out late Friday night of the unthinkable.
So give them their money back then.
So I actually used that money to help contribute to the children of St. Joseph's Catholic Church.
My God. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So there was money donated for one thing, and since you didn't do it, you took it upon yourself to use the money for a private school. A private school is fundraising so they can upgrade their buildings. Not for a public school where it would make a difference, for a private school. Okay, Betty. Nothing came out of your pocket. Your subs paid for that ticket. You didn't have the money for the ticket, and you took the money that you pimped on that poor baby that was found off his back, off his tragedy, and used it to get yourself into an event that you were clearly out of place for and underdressed.
Approve of my decision to do that, but I thought that was the best way to handle that. So we didn't have any little girl over there constantly smoking. She's constantly encouraging other people to smoke, and I'm talking about the marijuana. So, you know, who really is the bad people on the streets of YouTube, and who are the good, wholesome people on the streets of YouTube trying to make positive changes? And that's what we try to do each and every day. So I thought I'd come on here, let the haters put some, at least pay my gas coming up here. And with the amount of trolls we've got in the chat, I think we've accomplished that with just the advertising from them that we have. That comes in from our Google AdSense revenue.
I'm sorry about the background. I've tried to get it out. I can't get it out.
Come in here. We do appreciate that financial support that you've been able to give to the Bullhorn Betty channel, which, as you know, will actually, not like the channels you support, it will actually go to helping a child or a victim of crime.
Okay, Betty, I'm calling you on that. Where's the receipts? Where's the proof that any of this money that you pay your bills with, that you live off of, has went to help any victim of a crime or a child? Not you traveling there to make an ass out of yourself like you often do. Inserting yourself where you have no business being because you're not the media, baby. You're not an investigator. Where's one receipt where that money was actually given to a victim or a victim's family?
So thank you, haters out there, for giving me that and giving me even more people to be in front of, to advocate for, and to tell how we really do go out of our way to help children and to help our community while they're still sitting at home hiding like cowards behind emojis and stuff, not doing a darn thing except fraudulently taking disability from our federal government, committing felonies, contributing to the delinquency of minors, manufacturing drugs, among other types.
Betty, have you not looked at your arrest record? And Betty, by your own mouth, you were also frauding the government out of Social Security disability benefits that you should not have been getting. That's why you've had this change in the last couple of months, because I do actually believe you were turned in. I don't agree with it. I wouldn't have done it. But, you know, you push people, Betty, to the point where you really asked for it all. You don't know anything about what you're talking about. But you've been busted with drugs, Betty. Drinking and driving. Violent crimes. Domestic violence. Yeah. So, again, you should have called this the Unlawful Citizen's Sunday of Self-Reflection of all the crap I do every day.
Of ungodly conduct, and then trying to pass off that they've changed. Well, it doesn't really bode well with your actions. You know, saying that you've changed is one thing, but it's much harder to actually change. And so that actually takes action in order to do. And they don't have the action behind it. It's just words. It's just empty words. That's it. That's
pretty much what you've been sitting here saying for the past hour and a half. Empty word salad, Betty. Gosh, Betty. I cannot. Oh, and people in our chat, please wake up. Because I can't make any of this make sense in my head about people supporting this woman. She sits here and outright lies. Wow.
Well, Bullhorn Betty doesn't have empty words. Bullhorn Betty
lots of them.
Is. And we do anything and everything that we want. And, you know, we have no problem whatsoever.
We know that.
Being transparent with our audience. And for them to know me, you're supporting a lot. You're supporting, you know, sometimes it contradicts each other, you know?
Trust me.
Because I do advocate for victims, but I am a political activist, and I will continue to always be a political activist.
Oh my God!
And I will always continue to fight for injustice across this country. But I'm a grassroots person, so I know that.
Betty. Oh my God. You are fighting against yourself because you are the injustice on YouTube. Your whole little tragedy group should not have this platform. That's the injustice. Betty, you don't help any victims, and you don't help any children. You really, truly don't. Sorry to burst your little bubble, but girl, you seriously pressed about all this.
Work starts right here at home and branches out. Kind of like how we do the searches for missing.
Betty, we've seen your political activism, okay, at your last rally. How you got in that dude's face screaming and then lied and said he hit you when he didn't. We also seen your little mini flyer thing. That couldn't have been so more wrong than anything else you do. It was all wrong. You got it all wrong, Betty. No one takes you seriously. In fact, in your town, your county, you're a clown. Look at their faces when you walk up to the podium to speak. Says it all. And by the way, never mind. Let's get back into it. I'm not even halfway through.
We start right there where it happened, and we start working out, right?
Oh my God.
So a lot of things can be said with the true crime and this side of things. A lot of things are similar.
Betty, you're
So
talking
while I
about true
don't
crime
bring
while
this
you're
to
doing
your front door,
drama.
except when it comes to the
Crama.
children or other
Crama.
legislation that will help victims, and that means with
Legislation.
cyberbullying, harassment, the kind of stuff they do, they're going to be a little shocked here soon.
Oh my
And we're going to leave it at
God.
that. We're going to leave it at that.
Betty, you're going to be a little shocked because there's going to be laws enacted because of people like you. You are a cyberbully. You stalk and harass people. The self-reflection is amazing.
But I do appreciate it. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh, you guys have, I see some super stuff. I can't hardly see the screen. I have to be honest with you. I can't hardly see the screen. But we have almost 400 people in here. And so far, we haven't had to, we spoke and addressed a few things, but we haven't had to, well, I guess we did kind of insult gums by calling her gums, right? And
You've done a lot of insulting, Betty.
drug thug, right? But
You understand what wannabe means? Look it up.
So they shouldn't be complaining about my names for them, right?
Sorry, guys, about that noise.
So I guess it was a little insulting. I don't really care.
Trying to get it out. It's not cooperating.
You know, it's a taste of their own medicine. But I haven't had to really insult them. I mean, I could have probably said a lot of
What have you done?
So you're
accusing people of manufacturing drugs, giving drugs to kids, killing. What? Are you freaking kidding me? That's all you've sat here and done, Betty. Oh.
Not to even talk about true crime.
You don't talk about your crime, Betty. You throw in a little iota of true crime, which you're terrible at, and a ton of drama.
Actually be at a rally / protest and still be able to almost 400
What protest? There's 7
chat.
people, Betty.
So this
and they're not even by you.
I just want to let you know they're not after me because of my true crime channel. They're after me because of my support.
What?
And how I do activities that aren't on this.
Betty, I have never heard anyone put you down for who you vote for your political crap. I don't care. Nobody cares. It has nothing to do with that. It's your behavior. It's your mouth is why people are reviewing you, Betty. People are hate watching you. Do you understand that?
YouTube streams. That's what they are. That's why they are attacking me. That's why they hate me. I have a lot
your
of
behavior, Betty.
They know that. They've even said that.
I'm going to let this run for a second, guys. I got to go see what my little one wants.
I use my political capital for cockroaches. Are you kidding me? You guys are not worth my time. What I use it for is getting things done. I don't need to use it on you. You guys are thinking my county commissioners actually give a damn about some damn notebook? Do you not think they know me? Like, give me a break. I'm in there twice a week, every week. Do you think they give a shit about your feelings? They're not like that. They're not like that, honey. If it wasn't unprofessional to tell you to go get a coloring book in a safe space, that's exactly what all 7 of those county commissioners would most likely say to your candy asses. To be honest with you. And that's what you don't understand. That's what you don't understand. I worked very hard, along with countless other people, to put every single one of those people in that county commissioner in office. So I don't think you're going to get where you want to get with them. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. But keep going, keep trying with that underhanded, let's not go real life, always yelling at me not going real life, yet you go real life. So we're going to expose that as well. And so that is what brought me out here today, because I wanted to make sure that everybody knew why they're really attacking me, why they really don't like me. Because none of us, we are all sitting around here scratching our heads, finding out, saying, why would people be attacking a woman that has provided money to victims, that has provided supplies to victims, that has put banners and flyers and things up for victims.
Betty, no one is calling your local politician's office because no one cares. Your county commissioners are full aware of who you are. I mean, you even threatened to burn down one of their houses. They know you're a clown. Your whole town knows you're a clown, Betty. You're not that important. Get over yourself. You don't do anything without getting a pat on the back. Okay? You don't pay for those supplies. Your subs do. You did that one time, Betty. Again, I'm asking you, show me one victim or victim's family that you actually helped. Just one. I'm waiting. Sorry I had to leave that play a little bit, but I had to deal with my little one.
Why would anybody want to attack somebody that's really going out there and trying? And we're all scratching our heads saying, like, what is Bullhorn Betty truly doing wrong? And nothing.
What is Bullhorn Betty really truly doing it is wrong? Betty, you harass victims and their families. You pimp off deceased children's backs, Betty. You lie. You misinform about the cases. You interfere and cause distractions. You go to people's homes and heckle out in the street like idiots, yelling and screaming the most horrible things, the most horrible accusations. You get people fired from their jobs. Betty, you drink and drive. That's your own words. I'm just using what you put out there. You harass and dox people. You dox the wrong people. To boot. You put pictures up of children. What do you do that's right? Because I haven't seen it yet. You're a nuisance, and that's it.
And we can't figure it out. Now you know the real reason for the attacks.
No, it has nothing to do with your political activism that you suck at anyway. You're not much of a political activist, Betty. Yeah, we know. We hear. Okay? Us people in Florida, we know. Anyway, you're a joke, and you're a clown to your county. And I would bet money on that, Betty. Probably because I've already found out. Just don't wish to put it out, okay? Because unlike you, I have morals and ethics, you know, and I have empathy for people. Something you know nothing about, Betty.
And again, like I said, moving forward, tomorrow we're going to be changing things back to our true crime, true crime stuff. But like I told you, I appreciate my audience being understanding of this process.
They're not. They keep telling you to stop.
I came out to show the hypocrisy.
You're losing
here on YouTube and from the hate channel.
You are the queen of hypocrisy, Betty. And you are a hate drama channel. You are not a crime channel, Betty. Get over yourself because you're feeling it too much. Your subs are leaving you. And they're telling you why. And they're asking you in chat to stop all this. And you rant on for another 2 hours. It's your own doing. It's your own behavior. No one else's. Like you said, you own it. So own it.
And the reason why.
It has nothing to do with your political crap.
See the reason why all this hate is coming in for somebody that does nothing wrong for these children and advocating.
You've done nothing right for these children.
Now you finally get to see the truth.
Betty, the one chance you had to make a difference in children's lives, and this is your own words. And I've seen the video clips. I've got it. I watched you say it. You had children removed because of abuse by you at your hand. As you said, it was DCF blew it out of proportion. All you were doing was spanking them. They weren't even your children or related to you in any way. You had no right to spank them, period. But a little spanking on the butt is not going to get kids removed by DCF. You are no advocate for no children.
Exposing the truth little by slow. We're not going to do it like we did it this time.
This was
one of those things that
you didn't expose any truth.
She picked on me on the wrong day, and I just dove in to find out who she was.
Here she goes again.
And she just can't accept that I truly did.
She was stopping this an hour and a half ago.
Didn't have help with finding out who she was until after I did my initial.
And you were wrong.
And started throwing some videos out, and then the waterworks just came on. People started pouring in information, started pouring in tweets and
it's all wrong.
Stuff like that.
Which I don't believe, but it's wrong.
Because they've been too scared to come after her because of the attacks.
Bullshit.
And when they realized that Bullhorn Betty was on their side and was going to help them, whether they liked Bullhorn Betty or not, they came up and started working giving me some information.
Betty, stop your lying. That's not true. And you're nobody, Betty. You're nobody. And it's not your business, whatever her life is. But you doxed the wrong person, and you know that it's been proven, and you're going to triple down on it and continue. And I really do hope the Queen Bee strikes your main channel, because those videos you have up are horrendous and should not be up. They are nothing but lies and misinformation, and you're doxing people, Betty. You're doxing a deceased woman and her children. What is wrong with you? You're a liar, Betty, and you know it, and you're disgusting, in my opinion.
And as you know, my integrity, whether I like something
You have no
or not, if I
integrity.
give them my word to keep them a confidential source, I am absolutely 100%
Oh,
going
you
to
have
keep
no
them a
sources,
confidential
Betty.
source.
JLR and Dolly, that's your sources?
There are a few people that I won't work with in this, but I'm sure that they're probably finding ways to leak me their information as well.
Oh,
and that's
my
okay.
God. No, they're not.
I don't need to know where the
No,
information
they're
comes
not.
from. I just need to be able to corroborate the information and get it out to you. I can tell
You
you that I do
didn't
have a
corroborate any information. In fact, you know it's wrong information, and you still put it out countless times over and over again. Not just about this, but about a lot of things. You knew that recording was fake, Betty, and you put it out. You still have it up. You're a fraud, Betty, in my opinion.
lot of public record requests out.
It's
And when
not
they
your
start coming in,
business.
believe me, we will start doing exactly what was done to me. We're going to start reading those, and I don't care
Betty, you
if
always
she's read
have.
mine on her channel or not. I don't care.
Yes,
I
you
don't
do.
care. She supports the channel and allows that nonsense to go off
So
in
do
her
you.
chat. I gave her an opportunity yesterday to
Aw.
come online and leave my name out of her mouth, and the first thing she did was spend the first 15 minutes talking about me yet again in a negative light. And so...
And why is that, Betty? Nothing that was spoken wasn't... Everything that was spoken was the truth about you, Betty. Your own behavior, your own words. You, on the other hand, have done the exact opposite, Betty. And you haven't stopped talking. So, again, your self-reflecting Sunday is an epic fail, because it's showing people what you're really about, Betty. Lies and drama.
A day late and a dollar short, baby girl. And I'm not going to stop until everybody knows exactly who you are. And we're going to do it above board. We're going to do it with the proper public records, so I don't get terms of service violations. And we're going to get that stuff out there. We're going to do it in a proper way. And
you have no idea
how YouTube is working. We do cover true crime. We do cover true crime cases.
Okay, this isn't true crime. This isn't a true crime case, Betty. So what the hell are you talking about? You're talking bullshit because the people in your chat don't know and they follow it and believe what you say. You always violate terms of service, Betty, and you have in every one of those videos, and I think they all should be struck and taken down, which would give you a little time out, which I desperately think you need. Because you are so full of shit right now, Betty. So full of shit.
Going over dockets, court records, charge
but it's
sheets,
not your business.
Cause affidavits, mug shots. We do that through public records. According to YouTube, as long as it comes from a public record, we're able to use it. And I'm sorry that...
no, Betty, not in the way you use it. No, you're not. You need to understand the terms of service that you keep preaching about. You clearly don't understand it. And YouTube has told you several times now to knock your shit off. You're going to end up losing your channels, Betty, because of your own behavior. How many warnings do you think YouTube's going to give you? Just saying.
Take this route, but she chose to take this route.
No, you did.
I am here to defend myself against the brutality of them and what they've said about me, showing that
it's all true.
Have done worse and no better. Literally no better. Actually, they are worse because they've never bothered changing. They've never bothered changing.
And you have what?
Was lie. That's what they chose to do.
No, that's what you chose to do, Betty.
For all those that are in here, I can see your super chats.
Okay, wait a minute. This is what you chose to do and continue doing, Betty. No one else. You're the one still putting out the outright lies. You're the one slamming people day in and day out. You're the one sat here for 2.5 hours whining and complaining about how much hate you have for everybody else, and people don't like you, or people hate you because of your political or who you voted for. Who gives a shit? People don't like you because of your behavior, your mouth. You're not a nice person, Betty, and in my opinion, you're not a good person either.
Really see them. I don't even know how to work this because I didn't go through StreamYard. I went through YouTube. I've never went live through YouTube before, so it was a little interesting.
Let's
for me
give
to
Betty
set
a
up
clap.
because I'm
She's
so
figured
used to
something out.
StreamYard.
You
But I
notice
think the
she
quality.
had one of her subs get her a Staples button because she couldn't figure out, which I don't know how to do either yet, but I haven't tried, and I'm sure after a couple tries I'll get it. She don't know how to load a button on her StreamYard when she's live. So instead of figuring it out, which is, I'll do it till I figure it out, she had one of her subs buy her a Staples button to use. It's just hysterical. It is so hysterical. She is too much.
The video is so much better on YouTube. Amazing,
Yeah, the
amazing.
video is better.
Looks like a palace type golf course, just right over to my left. So I'm out here, but I thought I'd make the haters' heads spin.
Betty, you didn't make nobody's head spin, but your own subs.
I wanted to show
because of your
exactly
crap.
why they hate me, and it's not because of my YouTube channel. It's not because of my true crime. It's because of the stuff that you guys don't see. So, in Bullhorn Betty fashion, transparency is what I like. So transparency is what you guys get. Not
Betty, you were so bullshit. You're trauma, Betty. You're drama. You're not true crime. And people are reviewing exactly what you say. Your behavior is nothing more, nothing less. Oh my God.
them,
Telling you
where
this girl
they
is
like to hide and
illusion.
be cowards and do underhanded stuff like mass strike, which are
Like
against
Betty
the terms
does.
of service, while screaming
Do
we're
background checks
violating
on people
terms
that
of
she has no
service,
business doing
when
background
we are
checks
not
on.
violating terms of service.
Oh, you have, and you're
Which
going
was
to get caught.
proven not only by me, but also by Dolly. They tried to mass strike Dolly.
He deserves it.
They
But
tried to
I
mass
didn't hear
strike
that.
Dolly.
But
So
Dolly
whenever
has,
you
wait
start
a minute.
hearing that, guys,
I just seen a post from Dolly telling people to mass strike channels and that threatening channels that he was going to go after them. You can't go after people for reviewing you. They're allowed to review you. You put it out here on YouTube. You both do the same crap. You're constantly threatening people. Get over yourselves. You're not that important and no one cares. It's your behavior, your words that people are talking about, Betty. Not your personal crap. It's what you put out here. It's what Dolly puts out here. Dolly has went after people's kids and grandkids. He's scum, in my opinion. And now he's threatening channels. I'm sure that post will get reported, and it should be taken down. You know, Dolly's already lost monetization with one channel. He's gonna end up losing, period. Keep it up. You guys just keep it up. You're digging your own graves. It's not anyone out here doing it for you. It's your own behavior that is coming back at you. And eventually, it's going to continue. It is catching up with you guys. Look at what's been going on with your group. Look at what's been going on. Your turn's coming, Betty. I mean, one strike, that's it. You're going to keep it up. You guys are digging your own, so to speak, graves. No one is doing that for you. That's what you need to understand. It's your own words and behavior. It's not no one else. You're doing it to yourself. And you have not changed one iota, and neither has Dolly.
That stuff. Start getting those minutes and seconds, because that's really what YouTube needs. Is when you call for a mass strike, we need to get that over to Team YouTube. We're going to fight fire with fire. We're not doing anything wrong, even though they try to
Yes, you are.
convince their audience that we are, while they're doing
No,
They're doing
you're trying to convince your
we know
audience
it.
that
We
you
all
aren't.
it's no state
And the
secret.
idiots are buying
It's
it.
no state secret. Almost 400 people in this chat, and I didn't have to talk about true crime, and I didn't have to cause drama. What I did is I'm addressing some things. I'm going to
Betty, you are nothing but drama. And half the people in your chat are hate watching you. Come on, you are drama. You're not addressing things. You've been sitting here whining and bitching for 2.5 hours. You do it every day.
continue to address them so you guys know the truth
You don't
behind
address
the
nothing.
hate. The truth behind the hate.
The truth behind the hate is your behavior and your own
And
words.
this, by
That's
the
the
way, is
truth
my
behind the
big
hate.
FU to the haters out there. My big FU to the haters out
And
there.
honestly, I
And you
don't
know what
hate
I
you, Betty.
advocate
I
for?
dislike your
Don't
behavior and
tread
your
on
words.
me. Don't tread on me. You don't see it. You don't see another name on this
Dear
flag.
Lord.
You see avocation. Don't tread on me.
You need to look up the
And
word
that's
avocation
my
because you
messaging
clearly
here
don't
on
understand
YouTube.
that either.
Is I have a right to be here. My mouth has a right to work. My brain has a right to work. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a federal tax.
Oh my God, Betty. What you don't have a right to do is you don't have a right to use these poor deceased children, these victims of horrible, horrendous crimes, and pimp off their backs. You don't have the right to harass and stalk and dox victims and their families, to pass out misinformation and outright lies about the cases like you have. You don't have a right to go after victims the way you have. Like in the Idaho 4 case, your faked recording, and then all the crap you said about Dylan and Bethany. You're sick. You're twisted. You don't help no children. Look at what you did in the Quentin Simon case. It was a fiasco, a circus because of you clowns. What about the Monkey Vaughn, Summer Wells? You don't have the right to do the things you've done. You don't have the right to go after people's jobs. You don't have the right to do 90% of what you do. You abuse the First Amendment. You've got to be one of the top abusers of that. But it's all going to come back to bite you, Betty, eventually. It always does. And it's starting to, Betty. You lost 100 subs just on one video, Betty. That's a lot. That's a lot. People watch you for the drama. That's it, Betty. It's never been about the true crime because you only add a little bit of that into all your drama. You're watched for the drama. If you like it, we'll just say you're a crama channel then. Since you don't like to be called a drama channel, which is exactly what you are, we'll give you that. We'll give you crama.
I can go anywhere in this country
People,
that I
the
choose
crama
to go.
community.
I can walk down any street of this country that I choose to walk down.
No one said you couldn't.
Any way I want to, whether they like it or not.
Oh, no,
I'm
you
allowed
can't.
to
That's
have my
where you're
God-given
wrong.
rights.
That is where you're wrong. You're doxing the wrong people all the time. You're going to dox the wrong person, Betty, and there's going to be serious consequences. It's only a matter of time because of how you do crap. And no one's going to do it to you but yourself, in my opinion.
I'm allowed to have my constitutional rights, and I'm allowed to fight for victims of
She's
all
on her
kinds,
soapbox,
not just
people.
children, not just women, not just men, not just crime. I'm allowed to do whatever the hell I want to do in this country, and that is what is so amazing.
No, you're not, Betty. And the stuff you're doing is coming back to bite you finally, and is going to continue, and I think it's going to get a lot worse for you, unfortunately. But you have no one to blame but yourself. You've asked for it. Hell, you begged for it. You're going to get your dues. Due justice will be done. I truly believe that. Because eventually it all comes back at you. You don't have the right to do the things you're doing to people, Betty. You don't never help a child. Ever.
America and
No one's trying to take your rights away from you.
the American dream.
Oh my God.
The American dream, right?
She's really on the
Where
soapbox.
you can decide to do whatever you want, anytime you want. You can choose to make money however you choose. I'm a capitalist. I'm a conservative, and I'm a political activist, and a well-known one here in Florida. So while I know that this might be offensive to maybe a few of my members, that might be, you know that our job here on YouTube is.
What political activist threatens to burn down a councilman's home and doesn't get arrested for it? Huh? What political activist? What political activist does what Betty does? Doxing deceased people and their children, doxing innocent people and accusing them of off-the-wall crap, reaching out to deceased people's families. She said she reached out to that girl's family. How's that even right? How can anyone in her chat sit there and listen to this ranting of hers on her soapbox? Because old Betty's been pressed now for 2.5 hours. And co-sign it. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Much bigger than my political
That's a loud airplane.
leanings. We have real victims of crime, real people that need to be
That you interfere with all the time.
I just wanted to make sure everybody knew exactly why I'm truly being attacked here on the streets of YouTube, and I just want.
You are truly not being attacked, Betty. Your own behavior is causing all this. Your own mouth. You know that thing you spew all them lies out of? That's what causing this. Nothing more, nothing less, Betty. So you go ahead and spew more of your hate, because that's all this 2.5 hours has been about. You go ahead and keep lying through your teeth, because that's what you always do. And keep on being a Chroma channel, because that's what you are, Betty. No one cares about what you do politically. You're the one who keeps bringing it on the platform. No one else. I've never seen anyone comment about anything that has to do with you politically, other than you lying and saying someone assaulted you. Just saying.
To come up here proudly and let you know the real truth behind the hate. And this is it right here.
The real
It's not
truth
what I'm
behind the
doing.
hate is your behavior
It's
and your
not what I'm
words.
doing for these children.
It's
It's
not
not
hate.
what I'm doing for my community. It's this
You
right
don't do
here.
anything for children
This
or your
right
community but
here
be a nuisance.
is exactly why I'm persecuted on YouTube.
You're persecuted.
And continuously persecuted on YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
So you need to look at it, because at the end of the day, we are law.
Okay, wait a minute. You're persecuted on YouTube daily? Why is that, Betty? Do you ever think it's because of your own behavior? Your own mouth? Do you ever think that? You might want to, Bed. Seriously. Because Miss Unlawful Citizen? Oh, dear Lord. I cannot. Let's just
They are
go.
criminals by definition. They don't follow the terms of
So are
service. They don't follow
you.
the laws, and they don't follow the rules. And we're
And neither do
watching
you.
that each and every day here on YouTube.
You're right. We're watching you do it every day.
As they attack the people that are following the rules and doing things the right way, and just want to be left alone. Now you finally have the truth. At least the facts as I see them. You can put the pieces together as you see them. You have a brain. You can figure this out for yourself. But I wanted to make sure.
Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of your subs that actually pay you think much on their own outside of what you tell them, Betty. I'm sorry, I just don't, because, again, you're another tragedy pimp that sits there and tells on themselves all the time with your self-reflection, because, God, it's astounding how much you've done that today. Anyway, this is almost over, thank God, and I'm sorry it's such a long video. But everything she just said is, come on, we all know what Betty's about. Betty, you know what Betty's about. That's what's scary. Is, at the end of the day, you are not lawful. No one else is. We're not out here breaking the law. You have many, many times you've been arrested. Many, many times. Many, many, many times. You know, so what if you've been arrested once or twice? It happens to everybody's life, you know. I've been on this earth almost 60 years. I've made plenty of mistakes. I don't know anybody who hasn't. The difference is you learn from your mistakes and you move on. Betty, you don't learn from your mistakes. You amplify your mistakes. You amp it up and make things worse. You interfere in every case that you touch. You were nothing but a circus in Georgia. Oh my God, it's awful what you did. And yes, Betty, I do believe in part because of all the crap you people caused in Georgia, that it did delay them finding what they needed and putting Lorani in jail. I do blame you guys for that. Because 50-something calls to police, how many hours of tied up time? That's your fault, Betty. That's your whole little crew there's fault, Betty. You all should have been arrested for interfering in that case, for impeding an investigation. The same thing with the Summer Wells case. You guys messed that up so bad. So bad. And the sad part is if you wouldn't have done that twisted shit, Betty, you would have realized how many people really do think that Summer did not just disappear. You know? You would have, if you'd have shut up and stopped the histrionics and the drama and worrying about getting people fired, the truth might have come out about what really happened to Summer from Candace and Dawn. But now probably never will. Summer could have been found. And I do believe, and this is just my opinion, that they interfered in that investigation and impeded it just like they did Simon's case. And many others.
That you had the whole truth, not just half of the truth. This is why they hate me, not that.
I haven't heard a word of truth come out of your mouth this whole 2.5 hours, Betty.
Yep, make
not
the roaches
one.
cry. Oh my gosh, I just realized I can't put your, not being on
I
StreamYard,
haven't heard any
I
words
can't
of
put
truth
any of your
coming out
super
of her
chats
mouth.
up. I can't put any of your comments up unless I'm doing it wrong. This is the first time I've used YouTube Live ever. You guys are seeing it right here.
Well, I think that's about it for this video. She's just going to keep talking. I should have edited that out. I probably will. But guys, I'm sorry it's a long video. Thanks for listening. Hit that like button. And please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I am so close. It's like an inchworm. I'm getting there inch by inch. I am so close, though. Again, thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to go get the LB video done. But I'll talk to you next time.